So thank you again, me, for allowing me to interview and allowing this to be public as well. So to start off, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Lerma Dela Cruz, Gayless. Gayless is my married name. I'm a singer. I used to be a singer in the Philippines. I came here as a singer too. Our bread and butter, me and my husband, we're both musicians. We're both singers. So, and my husband is a piano player. So, when we started off, we were singing in small bars. But in the Philippines, we were kind of little by little getting it there. We were almost there. But we decided to come over to the States just to give it a try also. So we've been here for like so many years already. This is like our 31st, we've been here for 31 years already. So it's been a long journey. And of course, your mother, my sister, already I started bringing them here when they in the 90s already, 1990s. So it was early. And then it was hard to start in the US, especially if you're not familiar with the culture, you're not familiar with the language. Of course, we speak our language, the English in the Philippines, but not as fluent as, as not as slang as the Americans does, how they speak. But as you lived here for quite a while, you will learn how to communicate properly with them. At least they would understand you. So you have to adjust to them, adjust to the place where you live, which is America, adjust of how you speak, and you have to follow the rules. You have to follow the laws of America. So you'll survive. And the best thing is America is the land of opportunity, as they say. So we have very good opportunities here. We were able to work harder. So here we are. Everybody's here since the 80s. So
Okay. So since you were saying you're a singer, can we talk about a little about a grandma and grandpa? Were they like always accepting you as you want to be a singer? Did they ever want you to be something
no, they
else?
don't want me to be a singer. They want me to finish. Of course, every parents wanted their children to finish college. But I was a working student already. I was also helping the family, my siblings, to go to school. That's why I'm a working student. I'm a singer at the same time working in the evening to sing, and then in the morning 6 o'clock a.m. I have to go to school, and then go to the hotels where I sing. I started very early, really early, and you know how it is in the Philippines. There's always hardship.
Okay.
So yeah, of course, but singing is not gonna be forever. Like, of course, I'm of age already. I'm already 56. I started singing when I was 9 professionally. When you say professionally, you get paid already, and I was only 9. I stopped singing like about 6 7 years ago. I was already in my 50s, and I started gaining weight, so I thought I should stop. And there's new breed of singers that are really really good now. But when I started, there was a lot of good singers as well. And it was a good ride for a while, and it helped our family through my singing. It helped our family to be able to go to school, to pay the rent. I helped your grandpa support the family, so we were able to at least help each other.
So in the Philippines, that's when you started singing, right? What part of the Philippines again? Sorry.
Manila.
Manila. Okay. And then when you were coming here, you still were a singer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you were, was it hard to like to change? Like, was there different singing aspects from the Philippines to the U.S.? Like the language barrier? Was there?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay. Can you talk about
But in the Philippines, we already speak English. We are taught in English. There are two languages. So there's about 1,000 languages in the Philippines. Okay, it's a very very small country with hundreds of dialects. But like in my in the where I was born, it has a different dialect, which is Waray Bisaya. And in the national language there is Tagalog, which is the Filipino language, Tagalog. But there are several language dialects. But I speak three of them out of 100 dialects, whatever it is. But the way we speak in the Philippines is very much different from here. In the Philippines, the English is very clear. It's a little very clear. It's how we were taught. But when you come here, you have to adjust to the American a way of speaking, way of communicating, and the terminologies has to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The terminology, the accent is very important, so that they would understand they would understand when you communicate with them.
Okay. That's yeah.
Very important, especially with work, because I wasn't only singing. I was already my first work was Bank of America, and then my second work. This is in the morning because I sing in the evening here. I also work for a newspaper as a customer service. I used to work for Charles Schwab, and then I do a lot of temp, work. And then when my father's brother, which is your grandpa, who's been here in the 60s, me and him partner and opened a restaurant in South San Francisco for almost 20 years. So that's very good. That's how we were able to get by too.
So, so all the barriers that we already talked about. Is there any other barriers or like any obstacles that from to now that like you had to get past? Like that was pretty hard. Like was a big obstacle for you to get past.
What do you mean obstacles?
Like any struggles, just like besides.
While when you're still in this okay, struggles will always be there as long as you live. You're alive. You have the struggle. It's like a wheel. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. You're down, and then you struggle. There's hardship time, but when you get up, you know it's gonna be better, and the rest would be okay. As long as you work harder, work your best, and you'll make it up. And you have to always think of alternatives just in case. Just like me, I didn't depend with singing only. I have to work in the morning as well.
Okay.
Whatever it takes, whatever it is, just to help the family.
So once you came to the U.S., you weren't just singing. You were also doing other jobs. Okay.
I was also working in the morning, like desk work. I started Bank of America as a statement preparation clerk, which is no longer the name for it. It's now customer service, but I used to do the statement clerk. I also work for postal office. I temped for postal office. I also worked for Charles Schwab for a while, which is financial institution in San Francisco. At the same time, I was also managing a restaurant at the same time singing.
Oh wow.
See, this is what you call triple job, double job, triple. As long as you can do it, just do it, and save, and limit the expenses. Now you can spend because I think I deserve to buy what I want because I've worked hard for it, right? So, but when you're starting, you should know how to handle money. It's very important. So that I keep telling everyone, especially you guys, you save it for the rainy day. There's always the money. If you have the money now, if you have $100, keep the 50 because you might need it later on. So the 50 you can spend the rest. So that's how I did. But that's yeah.
So you all started in when you were coming here, you came to San Francisco. Where did you start off?
We started off in Los Angeles.
Oh wow.
And then because we had shows, we had different shows. different shows here, shows there, and then when when your grandfather, which is your grandfather's brother, my uncle, decided to ask us to come over. So because it's better to live here when you're around your family. It's always nice to be around family because you can help each other, take care of things, take care of stuff. So yeah, we've lived here for quite a while.
So you guys, when you guys were coming to US, the first place you went to was LA,
Yeah.
and then you guys came to the Bay Area. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that. So let me see. I'm gonna cut this out.
Are you gonna cut it off?
Yeah, when we pause, I'll just cut it up. Oh, here you go. Like, did you always know you wanted to be a singer? What influenced you to be a singer?
Your great grandmother is an opera singer. That's how all your grandfathers, most 90% of your cousins and uncles are all singers. All of them. They can sing. But me, I took singing as a professional, in the professional level in the Philippines because I know it's going to help us. It's going to help me and my siblings to be able to go to school. So I was the one helping my father to help the family to send my brothers and sisters to school, help us with everything, with all the daily needs that we have. What else?
So okay. So you used singing for your motivation basically to like succeed in life. Your motivation was your family, right? Like
My family is my inspiration.
okay.
Family will always be inspiration because if you have a goal, okay, in life, if you have a goal in life, Gino, and you knew that you wanted something to achieve and you wanted your family to be better off, you will work hard for it. I am the oldest. I am the oldest amongst the 5 children of my parents. And my parents were also struggling, so I have to help since I knew that I had a talent. I used this talent to help our family. So we started off in the Philippines. And then when your grandmother died early age, I still continue because I have to help my father also raise the family. However, even though I was singing, I was also studying. I studied and continue and finish it. You know, it's very important because your studies will be your other job. That's why I was able to get jobs in the morning because I have college degree. Even
From the Philippines?
from the Philippines.
Oh, so you used it. So it actually helped you in the
Yeah.
U.S.
Yes, it helped me in the U.S. My singing helped me also in the U.S. Everything. You have to make use of this. You have to make use of all this. You have to utilize whatever you have. If you're skilled, if you can sing, if you're a college, if you are a graduate in whatever major if you're a graduate kid or if you major something in college, you have to make use of it. You're not just gonna finish it and do nothing. You have to, because I have goals. I want everybody, I want my family to be here to help them financially, and for them to start a good life here in the U.S. That's how it happened.
Okay.
And we're talking about 32 years ago, so it's good.
So you spent your life how many years in the Philippines? Like 24, 20
I
years?
spent more here in the U.S.
Oh.
I was there since 80. When I was 24, I came here.
Okay, so it's about 25 years over there and like basically the rest here. Do you ever get the feeling of like ever like moving back there and actually just
Yeah,
living?
of course.
Do you miss it? Like,
I miss Philippines because it's also different. It's your own country. But America is already my country because I'm used to living here already. And most of you are here. Your cousins are all born. Most of them are born here. So everybody's here. So I don't go. I don't want to go anywhere else except I was thinking of just going back to the Philippines for 3 months, come back here when I get older.
oh, so you would it would just be like a visit thing, right?
Visit, but not to live. Of course, I think about that because in the Philippines, if you have a little bit of money, you can have your own place. You can have somebody to help you in the house, take care of your chores, take care of everything for you. But in the U.S., I'm used to it already, taking care of the chores in the house. So
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
So, okay. Um, to wrap it all up, do you have any like piece of advice to any of the viewers? Just like any any keys to like success, anything like that?
As I've mentioned earlier, all you have to do is set your goals early. Set your goals early. What are you going to do in life? Are you just going to be like this? Are you just going to be, are you going to finish your college? You have to look ahead of the future. You have to look at the future. Just like me, I'm not going to be singing all my life. I knew it already that singing is not forever. So I went back to school and finished my college so that I can go to work. That's why we were able to open a restaurant because I finished Bachelor of Science in Commerce major in hotel restaurant management. So my, it's a management thing. So when we open a restaurant, I have the know-how or the knowledge how to run the whole thing. So because if I didn't finish anything, if I didn't finish college, and I didn't have this knowledge of how to run the restaurant, I don't think I can run it good. But it was for 20 years. So it must have been good. But
You're
we
talking about
started
Salitas, right?
Solitas.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
1991, it started really good. And the ROI, which is return on investment, was fast. Aside from it was cheaper then, and we have lesser competition. Now there's more because there's only 4 Filipino clubs then. That is a very good year for us. The first 15 years was good, but we were still good for the next 5 years, which is so a total of 20 years something. But it was okay. But I was singing. I was in the I'm singing in the evening, managing in the evening. Your tatay, which is your uncle, he takes care of the lunchtime, and the rest of my siblings takes care of it. And then while I'm in the office, I
remember
go
that.
to office in the morning. I do that.
I remember. I used to go in there too.
Yeah, because I go to the office. I go to Charles Schwab. I go to other jobs aside from the restaurant. I needed that job because of insurance. Insurance is very expensive in the U.S., but it's I like living here because I'm used to it already. The system is good here. The system, the government, the laws, and everything. As long as you follow rules, we're okay. And we're comfortable here. And the best thing here in the U.S. is you have the opportunities. You have the best opportunities. And the most important thing, you're all here. I want to be around my family. That is the most important thing, to be around your family always. You know, my family is my inspiration. That's why I made it here. That's it.
All right. One more question. Well, actually two.
Well,
If you from 1 to 10, how hard was it to get to where you are now? From 1 to 10.
it was hard. It was really hard. But I didn't stop. I didn't stop working. I have this inspiration in my mind. I mean, I have my family with me to back me up. I have my husband, which is your tatay. I have my husband to back me up. As long as you're around me, my inspiration is my family.